Worldwide smartphone shipments fell 17% year-on-year in the fourth quarter of 2022. Full year 2022 shipments declined by 11% to fewer than 1.2 billion, reflecting an extremely challenging year for all vendors. Hello and welcome to VARINDIA News Hour. Apple reclaimed the top spot in fourth quarter and achieved its highest quarterly market share ever at 25%, despite facing shrinking demand and manufacturing issues in Zhengzhou. Samsung finished the quarter second with a 20% market share but was the largest vendor for the full year. Xiaomi retained third place despite its share falling to 11% in fourth quarter, largely due to challenges in India. OPPO and VIVO rounded out the top 5, taking 10% and 8% market shares respectively. Smartphone vendors have struggled in a difficult macroeconomic environment throughout 2022. Fourth quarter marks the worst annual and fourth quarter performance in a decade as per experts. The channel is highly cautious with taking on new inventory, contributing to low shipments in the fourth quarter. Backed by strong promotional incentives from vendors and channels, the holiday sales season helped reduce inventory levels. While low to mid-range demand fell fast in previous quarters, high-end demand began to show weakness in the fourth quarter. The market's performance in the fourth quarter of 2022 stands in stark contrast to fourth quarter of 2021, which saw surging demand and easing supply issues. Vendors will approach 2023 cautiously, prioritizing profitability and protecting market share. Vendors are cutting costs to adapt to the new market reality. Building strong partnerships with the channel will be important for protecting market shares, as difficult market conditions for both channel partners and vendors can easily lead to strenuous negotiations. As per analysts, flat to marginal growth for the smartphone market in 2023, with conditions expected to remain tough. Though inflationary pressures will gradually ease, the effects of interest rate hikes, economic slowdowns, and an increasingly struggling labor market will limit the market's potential. Going forward, this will adversely affect saturated mid to high-end dominated markets such as Western Europe and North America. While China's reopening will improve domestic consumer and business confidence, government stimuli are only likely to show effects in 6 to 9 months, and demand in China will remain challenging in the short term. Still, some regions are likely to grow in the second half of 2023, with Southeast Asia in particular expected to see some economic recovery and a resurgence of tourism in China, helping to drive business activities. Let us now look into today's headlines in VARINDIA. Infosys buys back 17,03,000 of its shares. IT major Infosys has announced the buyback of 17,03,000 of its own shares at an acquisition rate of Rs 1,536.16 per unit, so far making the total number of shares bought back by the company to 3,60,93,500. India reported to be representing $1 trillion digital opportunity around the internet. According to a report by Bessemer Venture Partners, internet penetration continues to climb at approximately 59%, and as the number grows and consumer behavior and shopping patterns continue to shift online, India represents $1 trillion digital opportunity that will lead consumption in this coming decade. The number of users is reported to increase from 125 million to 500 million, and the average digital spend per person will increase from $750 to $2,000. At present, about 125 million Indians, or less than 20% of the internet population, transact online. Google reportedly working on in-house version of device tracker. Tech giant Google is reportedly developing its own version of Apple's AirTag tracker. The tech giant's smart tracker is reportedly codenamed as Grogu. These trackers can be linked to devices that might get misplaced or have a chance of getting lost. Google's smart tracker is expected to work on a distributed tracking network, which is similar to that of Apple AirTag and Samsung Smart Tag. WhatsApp to allow users to share voice notes as status. Meta-owned WhatsApp is reportedly releasing the ability to share voice notes via status updates to some beta testers. According to a report, beta testers can now share voice notes as status updates by accessing the feature within the text status section if it is enabled for them. Currently, WhatsApp users can only share pictures and videos as status updates. Robinhood launches its media unit. Trading app Robinhood is setting up an independent media arm called Sherwood that will cover things like money, technology, and geopolitics through newsletters, a website, and events. Robinhood already has daily markets newsletter called Snacks, which will now move to the new independent Sherwood venture, where it will be joined by other offerings, which could eventually include videos and podcasts. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to VARINDIA News Magazine. You can download the VARINDIA app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.